Got all this kid stuff behind. So you got all this kid stuff behind. You watching it? Yes. Rick, I still use Keep Trucking ELD. I haven't changed since I started. I use Keep Trucking. Um, no, actually, I have I have a dispatching company, but I have three dispatchers. So I whatever comes up with a load, that's what I go with. I haven't used DAT yet. I tried it, I've seen it, but I've not got a load from it yet by myself. Um, Working on that. The OTR, probably for the next month or two. Yes, I'm probably gonna be doing OTR, but after that, I'm gonna look for a driver. That's the plan for right now. So for those in New Jersey who's trying to drive a truck, hit me up in the next 2 3 months. We'll figure out something. Any more questions, guys? It's my first time doing this live thing, so I'm just trying to see how it works really. Um, are you are you trying to do over the road, or are you asking for like Amazon? Or you just purchased a truck and you're still like in the process of your paperwork and stuff like that? Arik, also, do you have your own MC? I'm not sure. Like, what do you want me to suggest? Um, I don't know if you've been following me, but I started with Amazon. I was just doing the local runs and stuff like that. So, like I said, this is like my first time being on the road, and it's different. But for those that like don't mind, I mean, I mean, the road is where the money is right now with Amazon. I had so many people like criticize me with Amazon and stuff that I only do Amazon. So if you're gonna just do Amazon, it's kind of hard to get loads. I mean, it's not hard to get loads. There is loads, but you're gonna have to maintain your early access all the time, and at times it's just not doable. Not like for right now, I don't even have my early access. That's another thing that pushed me to get on the road because I had nothing to do with it. It wasn't in my hands. It's just stuff that happened. Um, so yeah, Rick, I would definitely say, over the road, that's where the money is. You're gonna drive a lot. I mean, you're gonna have expenses that come with it, but that's where the money is. Um, yes, I have passed my new entry audit for my first year in business. I think I posted a video on that as well. If you need any kind of help with the paperwork and stuff, I there's a video out there that I put out that has all that information that you're gonna need and how to go about it. And use I have an accountant, so for all my taxes and stuff, she did my taxes, and I have what do you call it, QuickBooks. So everything that I do is pretty much my fiance pretty much does everything for me. I don't know any parts of that side of the business, but I can tell you that everything that I do shows up on there. So I have a business credit card. So all my expenses are on that, and every time I use that, it goes right to QuickBooks. Every payment that I get from Amazon, it goes right into my account. So everything is connected to QuickBooks. So all my bank accounts and my credit cards, oh, they're all on QuickBooks. And if you're doing Amazon, you don't really get like any text information. So they just go based off the income you made. So everything is showing in my QuickBooks, and that's how she did my taxes. And also with QuickBooks, you put the miles in, so you could claim that stuff at the end of the year. So if you have the app on your phone, I mean, every time you're driving, it's actually doing the miles for you, and it goes right into that. So everything, like I said, my gas bills, like my diesel, tolls, all of that stuff is on my business credit card. So everything just reflects on that. I ain't had to do nothing with that. Um, Rick, what do you mean for like what the CDL? I mean, if you do have your license, I mean that's great, but I mean you could drive a semi. That's more money. I was trying to get into the semis, but I don't know right now because I have my permit, my CDL permit, but trying to figure out how I'm gonna get to my road test before the end of the next month. If not, then I'll have to go to a driving school because of the rule that came in this year, February 7th. Why was I only doing Amazon? I was in school, so that was the only thing that I could do. I couldn't be on the. I couldn't do over the road. So right now I'm done with school. So this is why I got on the road. This was my first run. Oh, okay, Rick. I see what you mean. Uh, yeah. So if you got, yeah, 26 foot CDL, yep, that's good, man. You can actually find those right now. I wish people knew that if they had their CDLs and you're trying to get into this box truck business, the 26 foot CDL box trucks, they are actually cheaper than non CDL box trucks. I don't know if people know that, but right now, if you're trying to purchase a box truck, which is a non CDL, I mean, you're talking about 60, 80K sometimes. But for the the 26,000 pounds and over box truck that requires you to drive with a CDL, that those are actually still same price. But yeah, that's another thing. Can't beat it when you have a CDL. Any more questions, guys? Before I sign out. Yes, I have a truck GPS. So this was my first time actually using that GPS. I bought it like 6 months ago, and when you're doing Amazon, you don't really need a trucking GPS. Amazon has their own. They have their own GPS system into the Relay app, so that will guide you through all these bridges and stuff. So I never actually used my trucking GPS, but I do have a trucking GPS, and while I was on the road. So, like I said, I had a load coming from New Jersey to Ohio, and then I had to pick up another load in Indiana back to New Jersey. I used my trucking GPS and my phone because sometimes they kind of like give different routes. So, on the highway, I mostly use my phone. And the trucking GPS, I only kind of start to use it when I get close to my destination, like when you get into the towns, like right close into the town, because you don't know the towns and stuff like that. So you try to avoid getting into the little back roads. Like for example, I tried it with my phone, and I think I was leaving Indiana. I was using my phone. It took me into this tiny little back roads, but my GPS was telling me to go a different route. So if I had listened to my GPS, I would have probably been good. So yeah, use both. But once you get into like once you get into like close to your location, then use the trucking GPS. Most of the times, I mean, states that you're probably gonna need GPS, like my friend was telling me, you're gonna need a GPS in Philadelphia, New York, Chicago, stuff like that. So yeah, yeah. So I use both really. Like if I mean this, like I say, this is my first time on the over the road, but I was using my phone while I was on the highway, using my trucking GPS when I get close to my destination. Yes, sir. How you doing, brother? You back on the road, Divine? You back on the road, or you still home? I know you came back from a 2 week run. Garmin, yes, that's the GPS I have. Don't try to go cheap with the GPS. Somebody told me that. I don't know why they did, but they told me to use a real trucking GPS. Don't try to go with the 69, $89 GPS. I spent like two. I think it was close to 300 for the one I have, and it has all the updates and stuff like that while you're on driving as well. I actually had matter of fact, I this is my second GPS. So I bought one and I don't know what I did with it. I bought it. I was getting out of my car, getting into the truck. For some reason, I probably left it on top of the car. Came back and it was gone. So this is my second GPS that I bought. But I ended up buying the more expensive one. The first one it was like $99, and then I ended up spending like two something 300, close to 300 for the one I have right now. Um, Okay, I'm gonna try definitely. I'm gonna try to see if I could get one of those gas cards. So yeah, gas is also expensive out here in New Jersey. Like once you get to past PA, the gas prices kind of go down a little. I mean, we paying six nineteen here. That's the cheapest, and I filled up my gas tank in Ohio for 519. Next 20 miles I was driving, it was 499, and I'm like, wow, 499. That's amazing. So, yeah, man, Jersey got some expensive diesel. Um, okay, I think that's the one I have. The Garmin OTR. Yep, 1000. Yep, that's the one I have too. Just having time. You on the road or you're home right now? Yeah, definitely Midwest. That's what I'm trying to do. If I get a load going out there, stay out there for a few days and then find a load back to Jersey. Oh, okay. I see what. All right. Well, good luck with that surgery. Probably gonna take some few days to let that eye heal. You still doing Amazon as well or no? So for yeah, I mean I did kind of bypass all my weight stations. Well, I drove overnight, so most of them they kind of closed, and I was coming back early morning. They were still closed, but so yeah, I didn't see any open weight stations. going and coming back. Um, do I have work? So I actually have a load right now that I have to drop off tomorrow. Um, yeah, stay tuned for that video. So I picked up a load coming from Indiana on Friday, and I have to drop it off tomorrow. So I still have it. Um, Drop off time is between 8 and 12 tomorrow, so I'll probably get up at 8, and my drop off location is about 10 minutes away from here. So I don't have anything booked. I could have, but I didn't pick anything yet. And matter of fact, I actually have to take my truck to the tire place because stay tuned. That's gonna be into the in the next video that I post. I don't want to talk about it and mess it up for everybody right now. So stay tuned for that. All right, Mr. Hamilton. I haven't got any Amazon yet because I lost my early access. I mean, so after that, I just got fed up with the whole Amazon issue, and I just decided to get on the road. But yeah, I just can't deal with Amazon right now, to be honest. Um, but if I mean, like I said, I mean, I haven't even looked at the Amazon board yet. But if something shows up while I'm home, I might pick it, I might not. But I'm not even interested in looking at the loads, to be honest. I'm just kind of tired and fed up with the whole system. I mean, it worked out in the past. Don't get me wrong, but you know, when you get a little bit freedom, you start to look outside, outside your comfort zone, I guess. Yeah, I'm using a dispatcher, so I have three of them, but one I can actually book myself loads with them. I use theirs, but I can find my own loads. Like they don't have to book them for me. I could pick and choose which loads I'm trying to do. Um, but eventually, hopefully, going forward, I'm gonna start booking my own loads. But you know, I just wanted to get on the road real quick this week, so I went with. Well, I ended up having three dispatchers. Called out my boy, gave me the dispatcher that he uses. Next thing, I have three. So yeah, and it gets crazy if you don't really communicate with them. Everybody's hitting you up at the same time, trying to give you loads. So since I have three now, I kind of like once I get something, then I let them know to find something coming back or whatever it is once I get to my drop off. So it actually works out perfectly. Sure, it was good. It's good. Yeah, I have my Easy Pass. To be honest, that's the only thing I use. I mean, I don't know. Once you get Midwest, it might not work. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes they say Florida, your Easy Pass might not work. So, but that's the only thing. If not, I'll just have to wait for the bill. I have a Pennsylvania Easy Pass, I think. Oh, okay, is that the one you're using? Like, I mean, to be honest, I'm not the smartest into this. It's still confusing me. Like some people have, dispatchers. People talking about what do you call this? Factoring companies. I'm not too sure how all that stuff works out, but the people that I use um, right now, they one company pays every. If I do loads for like this week, they'll pay me next Friday. Um, the other one, really, if I do a load today, for like a small amount, she could literally Zelle like send me my money the next day. The other company that I'm using, they pay me. Wednesdays and Fridays. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, yeah, OTR. That's the one I was trying to sign up with before. And I mean, going on forward, if I do need a factoring company, I think a lot of people recommend OTR Capital for your factoring. But I don't have any factoring companies right now. I mean, like I said, my payments either if I work with one dispatcher, I get paid Wednesdays and Friday. If I work with the other dispatch company, I get paid every the next Friday. So yeah, right now I'm good with the factoring, but if definitely I've heard everybody talk about OTR Capital. So if I do have to sign up for I mean I have talked to them before as well. I've talked to the people from OTR, so they gave me all the information that I do need to fill out and stuff and send it back to them. So yeah. All right, Mr. Hamilton, you have a good night. All right, guys, any more questions before I sign out? I'm gonna try to do this as much as I can if I'm home and stuff. This is my first time. I was really just trying to see how the live stream worked and try to answer some of the questions and stuff. I'm not that great when it comes to like I do have my Instagram IG account, Boxtruck Dave. I mean, if you do have any questions, you could try to send them over there, and I'm gonna try to get to them. I get so many of them, but I'm gonna try to do this so I can answer questions right, right back, so you don't have to wait for your answer and stuff like that. So that's the plan for now. I won't have a set day for this lives. It's just whenever I can, really. But I think this is the best way to do it to answer people's questions and stuff. If you have a question, I can answer you right away. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate you. Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. If any more questions, just comment and stuff. Then I'll try to answer back. Thank you for tuning in.